Hey everybody out there, this is Pastor Dane Johansson from Agros Reformed Baptist Church in Mesa, Arizona. Just wanted to do a little look through this new Greek New Testament that I just received in the mail a couple hours ago. The only thing I've done with this is break it in so it lays a little bit more flat, or at least start that process. Watched a video the other day that was released by Brother Stephen Hackett, where he reviewed this, and I needed to go out immediately and find it, and I'm surprised I did, because it's really hard to find this edition, the Dean Bergen Society Press edition, that is a little thin line Bible, as we'll look at, that is in leather. Right now, I think Old Paths Publications, you can go there and get the paperback edition of this, but it's really hard to find the leather-bound edition that I'm about to show you. So anyway, it comes in this slipcase. If you don't know what Scrivener is, Scrivener, F.H. Scrivener was a text critic in the late 1800s who compiled a Greek New Testament, a version of the Textus Receptus, that basically shows all of the readings underlying the King James Bible. It's not a back translation from English into Greek, as is erroneously proclaimed by many people, but it is a compilation of the different readings that are chosen, or were chosen, by the King James Bible translators. Again, they're building off of all of the different English translations that came before them, the Bishops of Geneva, the editions of Tyndale, etc., the Matthew's Bible, the Great Bible, all that. And then also, amending it where they decided they would do so. And so basically they're working off of all of the Greek New Testaments that existed at that time, such as Beza, Stephanus, Erasmus, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, here it is. Here's the Scrivener's Annotated Greek New Testament. Comes in this little slipcase. And this is genuine leather. This was published in 1999, so it's the kind of quote-unquote genuine leather they used then. I don't know if this is a pigskin or some sort of cowhide that's been treated. It's pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty rough and stiff, but it'll probably break in. But either way, it's pretty difficult to find leather-bound Greek New Testaments, so this is nice. Not a big fan of that on the front, but it is what it is. It comes with one ribbon. It's gilded all the way around in gold. It's got gold gilding all the way around. It is difficult to tell if it's sewn or not, but it is indeed sewn. Let me see if I can get a shot of that. I'll have to open it up so you can see. Anyway, what this is for is essentially he took his regular edition. I think this actually came out first, but here's the one that everyone gets. This is in Marie Vakavskin. This is the Trinitarian Bible Society edition. Mine's really beat up, so that's why it looks the way that it does. But anyway, it's this is just standard text that he published, and there's no notes or anything at all. It's just the text, and that's it. Just the Greek text that he compiled, and that's literally it. What's nice about this one is that you open it up, and he has notes within it. So you see, for instance, sorry, trying to get that to focus. If you see here, the text is all kind of italicized, and when you get to this word, genesion, the agomenon, you have the two there, you go down to the two, and it says that the Westcott and Hort text omits this and then adds Kyrie, or Lord. So you're going to be able to see everywhere where the Westcott and Hort edition of the Greek New Testament deviates from the Textus Receptus, the readings that underlie the King James Bible. And so that's the purpose of this edition. Again, I think you can find paperback editions, but it is difficult to find this leather one. I found it used. It was basically completely brand new. I had to break it in even. The pages were even still stuck together. All it has is this, I believe that's Korean, some sort of writing somebody put, and then I put my name. Other than that, it was completely brand new. Again, put out by the Dean Bergen Society. Here on the introductory, they have a little thing about why they found it important to republish and reprint the importance of the Scrivener Annotated Greek New Testament. And then it's just a scan, essentially. It's a scan of the original work. So here you have the title, the New Testament in Greek, according to the text followed in the authorized version, together with the variations adopted in the revised version. So Westcott and Hort. Edited by F.H.A. Scrivener. This is 1908 that this came out. A few different editions. Now this is a really helpful preface. Where Scrivener lays out kind of what the goal of this is and some good background information. Then you just get right into the text. So you just go through the canonical New Testament text in order. And in the back here, there's an interesting little appendix that's like 4 pages, I think. There we go. Sorry about that. Here's an appendix where not only in the text itself does he have everywhere that it deviates, the Westcott and Hort text deviates from the Textus Receptus, but also here in the back, he took as his base text the Beza New Testament 1598, as he says right there. That's what he took as his base text, because he knew that was the one that the King James translators were relying on the most. And anywhere where he found a place where the translation did not reflect the 1598 text, he went and looked at the other Greek New Testaments to see if he could find that reading, to see if they were translating from. And so in this appendix in the back, he actually walks through the New Testament and shows you places where the Greek underlying the King James Bible seems to have followed a different Greek text than Beza's New Testament in 1598. And so he has Erasmus, Aldus, Collinnaeus, Stephanus's editions, Plantin's editions, the Antwerp Polyglot, Beza's different editions, the Vulgate, Tyndale's English, and the Authorized Version. These are all the different things that you'll be noticing here. So he just walks through, again, the New Testament canonically and shows you places where they didn't follow Beza and they followed something else. And he argues that there's a few places in here that appears that they translated from Latin with no, just a few places where they translated from Latin rather than from any Greek manuscript he could find, any Greek text he could find. I disagree, but that's another video, another issue for another video. Anyway, this is really helpful. Now, as you can tell, since this is just a scan, a reprinted scan, there are some places where the text is a little light, a little bit spotty, some pieces missing, a little bit harder to read. But as a general rule, this really doesn't affect readability all that much. I haven't really found any places where it's affecting anything too much. But what's also nice about this is the text is just massive. This is a massive text. So this is my hand. That's how big this this print is, this font. So you compare it to the standard TR that most people have. There's the Trinitarian Bible Society Scrivener, and then here's the Dean Bergen Society Scrivener. So you can see just how much bigger this text indeed is. What's nice is it's super thin. Super, super thin. Probably less than an inch. I think on Stephen Hackett's video he has the exact dimensions. If you want to watch that, I could link it for you guys. But again, this leather will probably soften up, but it's, you can get it rebound if you wanted, but it's a really nice volume. It's Smythe sewn. Again, it's not like I can say a whole lot about it because you're not gonna be able to find it probably. I was surprised I found it within 10 minutes of watching Stephen Hackett's video, but I don't really know how I did that. Just got blessed, I guess. The Lord providentially led me to it, because this will be great for my studies. This will be my daily reader probably. Here's where I do a lot of my sermon prep, and then work in here when I'm parsing things and kind of setting up my own reader's edition. I do that in this Scrivener TR, and this one I'll probably just use for just extended reading because the text is so large, so easy to read from. So anyway, guys, if you want to go to try and find it, you can. Here's the ISBN number. You can try to search for it, but it's pretty scarce. I remember I've tried to find it in the past and was very unsuccessful, and then after seeing Steven's video, I decided that I needed to give it another try, and I got lucky with the first search. Anyway, guys, I hope that was helpful and interesting. You can also find this text on archive.org. It'll have all the same information. It's the same text. You can find PDFs of it all over online. So if you're just interested in it for the notes and the tools that it offers, you can easily find it out there in those places online, PDFs of it. So you can also find the Old Past Publication Press paperback, which I can't speak to, but I would assume it's kind of a cheap volume. Probably not Smythsonian, probably not that great a paper. This paper is super thin, but it's actually pretty opaque for how thin it is. So I like this kind of paper personally. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful, guys. God bless.